There are many ways to draw a pumpkin. The way that I like to draw is I just make one large oval shape, and in the middle of it, I create another oval shape. And then I start coming down with the lines on both sides. As you get closer to the edge of the pumpkin, then those lines start getting closer and closer to each other. You can then create your stem. I like to make it very whimsical, so it's a little bit curvy. You can also make your leaf, and if you don't like anything about your pumpkin, you can always erase. I have erased my lines and shapes many times until I was satisfied with the drawing. So take your time in this part of the drawing. This is the base of your image. So you want to make it right. So it's okay if you want to erase and do it again until you're happy with it. I also like to add a little piece of vine to the drawing. It gives more interest and just a little extra detail. So my vine is also very whimsical and curly. That's how I like to do it. So here I try to put the vine right in front of the pumpkin. Then I didn't like it, erased it, and decided to put it back to the side again. I had to redo my stem just to improve the composition of the pumpkin. So once I was satisfied with this pumpkin, then I decided to also create a mini pumpkin, a small one in front of it. So for that, I just erase the bottom right of the pumpkin and add the little pumpkin in front of it. Just very simple, same thing, mm, same concept of how to draw the pumpkin. I am using for this drawing a 3H pencil. This is my favorite pencil because it's very light and it doesn't smudge much. I am also using just a regular eraser and also a pencil eraser. So the pencil eraser is just an eraser with in the format of a pencil. So it makes it very easy to erase in very small areas. I will list all the supplies at the end of the video. And so now you're seeing me here creating a border around the drawing. This is optional. You don't have to do it. I just felt like it would be nice to have a little border, just a simple border, just lines, nothing too complicated. So once I'm done with the border, then I'm going to start adding ink to the drawing. I'm using here Pigma Micron 03. The Micron pen is my favorite ink pen. I just feel like it's very consistent with the lines. It has a beautiful dark tone, and it's also waterproof. So this drawing is not going. We're not going to use watercolor in this drawing, but for many other drawings, if you're using watercolor, this is the ideal pen to use because it's waterproof. So even when you add water mediums to it or any wet mediums, maybe gouache or other wet mediums, the ink's not going to fade. It's not going to smudge or go away. So this part of the process, I really take my time with it because I don't want those lines to go wrong because you cannot erase them. You can fix it, but it's better if we get it done right for the first time. So you see me here in the video, it's speeding up a little more just because this part of the process, I go very slow. So if you're trying this at home, also try to go very slow over your pencil lines with your ink, just so you get uh, the right everything the right way, the way that you want to see it. So now here the video already shows the coloring process. So this part of the video I speed up a little more because it really takes a long time. What I'm using to color this pumpkin is, or actually here the background, I'm using Carb-Othello pastel pencils. So that's called the Stabilo Carb-Othello pastel pencils. They are a little pricey, but this is an excellent pastel pencil brand I use many times for many of my drawings. It's very soft and blending it's perfect. Uh, I use a Q-tip to blend. You're gonna see as the video moves on. I just add all the colors. It gets a little messy, so you gotta be careful how you adding the colors and uh, kind of have to have an idea of which color you want first and have an idea in your mind what colors you're going to use. Add one color at a time and then little by little start blending everything. So like I said, I use Q-tip to blend and it blends beautiful. I'm going to leave you now with a little bit of music because this is a long part of the process. So I hope you enjoy and now come back a little later. So as you can see here, I'm continue to adding the color, and usually it doesn't really matter, if you put the light color first or the darker color first. Um, Try and see how you feel about um, which one has to go first. To me, it really doesn't matter. What matters is that at some point you need to start blending. So use a Q-tip. Some people might even use their own finger. I just feel like it gets very messy in my hands. So I prefer to use the Q-tips, and they also kind of remove some of the dust around the drawing. So just be careful not to get, the wrong color. So like here, for example, the brown, I don't want to get this brown over the yellow outside of the pumpkin. So just have to go slow in that part of the coloring. But as you can see, it blends very well. I'm going to put the music again, and just a few more colors and blending, and we're going to be done pretty soon. So as you can see here, I'm already starting to add the ink. So now that makes the whole difference in the drawing, because it adds that extra shading to the drawing. The bottom part of the pumpkin needs a lot of dark colors there, and black from directly from the ink from the pen, because um, that gives more shadows to the ground, to where that pumpkin is sitting. So I'm adding also a little more ink to the lines of the pumpkin, because when we add so much of the pastel pencils, it kind of fades a little bit. It covers it up, the initial original ink that we had there. So I just complementing with a little more ink around all those lines. So now you see me here just adding a little more decoration and interest to this drawing. I'm adding some leaves, like if they're falling, and also adding some dots and polka dots around the whole drawing, just to add some more decoration and details to this composition. So we are coming to the end of this video. If you stay this long watching me drawing and coloring all this time, thank you so much. I hope to see you next time. We'll be coming back with many videos with tutorials, step by step drawing and coloring. So I hope you subscribe, like this video, and let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. Any thoughts, ideas, questions, any comments you want to leave for this video. And again, thank you so much for watching. See you next